Sziasztok, én Echte vagyok, és folytatódik a Return to Monkey Island a második résszel. Itt tartottunk Guybrush-sal, éppen fedezzük fel a várost, ami ugye abszolút olyan, mint az első részben volt, és hát most is a Secretet keressük. Menjünk tovább akkor a Felső utcába. Közben LeChuck hajóján.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Na, közjáték után lássuk akkor mi van itt. A note.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Templom.
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Zárva van, nem lehet bemenni. Itt a börtön van, itt pedig a kulcsmásoló.
Welcome to my shop.
Hello.
Hello. Nézzük meg ezt a könyvet.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Nézzük meg ezeket a kekszeket.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Beszéljünk vele.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
És azt mondta, hogy a bárban a Scumbarban keressük.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Igen, tehát mutatja, hogy a sorozat számából a kulcssorozat számára van csak szükség, és tud csinálni belőle egy kulcsot, ugye ez valóságban is. Vannak bizonyos kulcsok, amik így készülnek.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Tehát az áron is rajta van sokszor a sorozatszám.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Nagyon picik a számok, nem lehet szabad szemmel látni, az egy speciális eszköz kell.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
Mhm.
That seems
Minden
enormously
nyit.
useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Oké. Menjünk be akkor a börtönbe.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Notice, Otis. Igen, két régi ismerős, ugye Otis az első részben, a Secret of Monkey Islandből, Stan pedig minden részben benne volt nagyjából. A kereskedő, és mindkettő itt van a dutyiban.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Na, hogy tudjuk kiszabadítani?
Watch your
Important
boots in here, son.
information.
It's like a swamp.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. It says jail
Ennyi.
rules. 1. No escaping.
Na, nézzük meg az árat.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Ott van az a kis sorozatszám. Használjuk a monoklit.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Na, felírta.
How's your day going?
Csináltassunk akkor belőle egy kulcsot.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Na, megvan a kulcs.
Hey, Guybrush.
Hey, kid.
Használjuk az áron.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Hát beszélhetünk Stannel is persze.
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People! People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounderbirds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Segítsük kiszabadulni neki?
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Na, nem akar kiszabadulni, viszont a fogkeféjét szeretné.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Ez egy tanács. Na jó van.
Later.
Yep.
Ciao, ciao. Menjünk tovább. Itt van a mansion. Ugye a kormányzó háza, aki most Carla.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Ugye igen, az volt régen ez a kardvívós beszolgatás, hogy rímelnie kellett, és szövegben is reagálni arra, amit mond. Hát próbáljuk meg ezt hasonlít a legjobban rá.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is. But there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that. But it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Úgy látszik, minden normális ember utálja a Madison kapitányt.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Itt látunk egy kártyát, ilyen egy trivia card. Mutatom. Az volt, az lehet, hogy oda... Ja igen, az volt az, mert nincs kipipálva. És van rajta egy kérdés is. What is the sign on the adrift ship? Ugye ezt most még nem tudjuk, úgyhogy majd lehet visszatérünk hozzá. Nagy körbenézvén. Itt van ez a kitömött plüssállat.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Azt mondja, hogy vigyük magunkra és dobjuk ki. Ugye ezt elraktuk. Illetve itt ez a lila könyv, ugye? Az a címe, amit a Locksmithnél láttunk. Próbáljuk felvenni.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Menjünk akkor vissza a Scambárba. First of all. Ja, egyébként itt ki tudunk menni a térképre. Ugye? Ide. És innen könnyebben meg lehet közelíteni dolgokat. Ugye itt vagyunk a Mansionnél, és akkor van High Street, Low Street, Letchuk Street, Docks, és még van pár rész, ahol nem voltunk, úgyhogy itt nem kell feltétlenül végig menni mindenhol. Ha itt vagyunk már legalábbis, akkor könnyebb. Jönk a Dockshoz. Itt beszélhetünk Cobbal, ugye az első részben is volt.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Így látjuk rajta, hogy Loom. Ugye a Loom a LucasArts egyik korai, vagy Lucas Film Games egyik korai játéka. Itt a csatornán is végigjátszottam. Kérdezzük róla.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Egy kis rajongói treat. Igen, hogy valóban egy csodás kis szép játék. Ha van kedvetek, nézzétek végig azt a végigjátszásomat is a Loomból. Na menjünk be akkor a konyhába.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe. How have you been?
Fine.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Szóval nem lehet csak úgy venni egy felmosót, meg kell csinálnod egyet magadnak, ráadásul a nyerét egy speciális felmosó fa vagy partvisfa fáról kell szerezni. Milyen fajta fa ez?
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
Nem mondja el.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Mindegy, hogy miből van a feje, a nyele a lényeg. Ja.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too, but don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Na, hogy csinálunk mopot? Meglátjuk. Kimegyünk, itt van egy ilyen zsinór darabok.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Vegyük fel. Itt van egy fasirály.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Ugye ide a régi játékban mindig ide szállt egy sirály. De hát ennek egy ilyen mementója. Jó, rendben, akkor menjünk vissza. Nem tudom, eddig talán idáig elég elmenni. Most ha visszamegyünk, akkor elvileg Így van, itt ül már egy csávó.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Szóval valami kaját akar.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Jó.
I'll see what I can find
Többi
out.
tudjuk.
Thanks.
Szóval, hogy kell neki valami recept, ugye valami olyasmit akar enni, a fickó, amit a kormányzó házában evett, de nem tudja mi az. Oké. Megnézem még egyszer, hogy mi van ide írva a poszterre. A Carláról kell 2 info.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Jó, semmi különös. És ide mi volt írva?
Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth.
Port Elizabeth. Jól van. Menjünk akkor hozzá. Nem, először... mégse, először Volihoz ugorjunk be. Így ezért gyorsabb, igen.
Hey, Wally.
És mondjuk ezt... hogy hol találunk ilyen
I'm looking for a
pát.
tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Aha.
Bye.
Kell neki egy darab abból a fából, amihez a térképet megcsinálja, tehát a felmosó fából. Ugye a szakácsnak van egy olyanja. Jó. Szóval akkor menjünk a kormányzó házába. És itt vannak könyvek, nem csak az a lila. Big Book of Treasure Maps, Ingredients. Ugye mondta is a szakács, hogy az ingredients-et nem tudja.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Ez kell nekünk, kérjük kölcsön.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
Hát akkor kérjünk bocsánatot.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Szóval nem tud megbocsátani, de hát ugye van nekünk a béka. Erre kellene ráírnunk a tollunkkal egy üzenetet. Ugye legyen Dear Carla.
Dear Carla.
Sorry for, ugye ez volt a probléma. A könyvért, amit kölcsön kértünk.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Itt az a válasz kell, amit a docban, a poszteren olvastunk, ugye mindig más, jelen esetben a tough on toughness volt.
I realize that you are tough on toughness.
Ide pedig az a szöveg kell, amit a szobor alatti plaketten olvastunk, Port Elizabeth.
As shown by your actions at Port Elizabeth, please accept my humblest apology.
Ide pedig a végén ezt írjuk, you scared the heck out of me.
You scare the heck out of me.
Adjuk. És akkor ezt adjuk oda.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Na, akkor most fogjuk kölcsönkérni az ingredients-et.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Na, megvan a könyv, mehetünk vissza a konyhába. Hogyha felvesszük a...
Stay away from my mop!
Nem engedi. Jó, hát adjuk neki oda a könyvet.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there! I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent.
Elvittük a felmosót.
Keep your hands off my mop!
Ezért kaptunk egy achievementet, map heist. Szóval ezt nem feltétlenül kell, csak achievement. Szóval az a lényeg, hogy most el van foglalva a kajával, úgyhogy így kell tudunk kanyarítani a késünkkel egy darabot a felmosó nyeléből. Úgyni, meg is van. Ezt vihetjük Wall-inak. Na. Tavasz. Adjuk oda.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 perccel később.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Meg is van. Itt a térképünk. Nézzük meg. Itt látjuk a térképet. Ugye itt ez a mansion. Valószínűleg az erdő bejárata, és itt ilyen növények vannak. Ezek segíthetnek a megtalálásában. De először keressük meg a... Vagy nézzünk el ugye csak itt tudunk kimenni. Vagy hát két oldalon. Ja, ide nem mentünk be még. A sikátorba, egy régi ismerős terep. Igen, ez is feltűnt mind az első, mind a második részben, ugye. Itt jöttünk ki az egyik részen. Jelenleg nincsen semmi.
It seems to be stuck closed.
De ez egy ilyen sokszor feltűnő ismert terep. Na, szóval menjünk föl a térképre. Szóval a shipyard, menjünk el a hajó dokra. Ez itt van. Stan birodalma. Hát,
Wow, that's worse than I imagined.
nem éppen a régi fényében tündököl a terep, viszont itt látunk egy
It's a dried up old sea sponge.
szivacsot. Fölvehetjük.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
A vödör nem kell. Mi van itt a feliraton?
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Hát igen. Lássuk, kucsáljunk be a
The
ablakon.
window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Lát bent egy fogkefét, ugye, ami kell Stannek, de nem éri el, be van zárva. Jó, akkor menjünk most az erdőbe. Forest. Itt van az erdő. Bejárata. Itt megmutatom, itt pedig a múzeum. Ez is egy fontos terep. Hát ugrjuk akkor először a térképet, kövessük, read the sign.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Kell térkép, meg különben elveszünk. És itt láthatjátok, hogy vannak utak, és egy-egy virág van az út mellett, itt egy ilyen húsevő virág, itt meg valami lila virág, úgyhogy ezek az útjelzők, és a térkép ezeket mutatja, hogy na, mit kell követnünk. Tehát ugye ez volt az első, a múzeum, bocs, ez nem is a mansion, hanem ez a múzeum akar lenni, ugye itt a kis hidacska, és először erre menjünk a húsevő növény felé. Na, most van nekünk egy húsevő növényünk és egy gomba. Ugye itt vagyunk, ami fura, mert itt gomba és lila növénynek kéne lenni. Itt van lila növény, aha. És ugye azt mondja, hogy a gomba felé menjünk. Tehát arra, hát jó, nem úgy néz ki. Na. Hát ez lehet, hogy akkor így nem jó. Hát teljesen máshogy néznek ki a dolgok. Lila növény. És gomba. De, jó. Nem úgy néz ki a terep, mint ahogy a térképen látod, de a stimmel, hogy mit mutat a növények követésével. Itt vagyunk, itt van a mop tree.
Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Amin ugye az ágak úgy néznek ki, mint a felmosó nyele. Megvan tehát a mop tree. Akkor vágjunk le belőle egyet magunknak az éles késünkkel. Több órával később. Jó. Rohadék gályulás. Ez a játéknak a fekete humora. Egyetlen nyíl miatt az egész fát szétcseszte a környéket is igazából. És hát az állatok ki vannak. Hát igen. Egy ilyen szemét ez a guybrush. Takarodjunk ki minden.
I'll take a shortcut back.
Nem kell visszamászni néhány órával később. vagy sok órával később. Annyi kapcsán menjünk vissza, hogy szükségünk van egy húsevő növényre, úgyhogy vágjunk le belőle késsel.
Gotcha, you pointy little trichiophyte.
Megvan. Szuper. Megvan akkor a nyél. És akkor most bemehetünk a múzeumba.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Na, mit tudunk itt csinálni? Megvizsgálhatjuk ezt hoppá, itt van ugye az eye patch, a szemfedő, ami garantálna nekünk az álszázást. Csekkoljuk le itt is a zár sorozatszámot. Használjuk a monoklinkat.
The numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Kevés hozzá, kevés hozzá, nem tudja így se leolvasni egy monokli. Menjünk be ide a raktárba, és látjuk ezt a keks, doboz kekszet, ami jó papagájkaja.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Oké. Jó, akkor egyre nem tudunk mit csinálni, menjünk vissza a városba. Két helyre is be kell ugranunk, menjünk Wallyhoz, Low Street. És vegyünk fel még egy monoklit. Na.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Aha. Akkor először menjünk vissza a múzeumba. És most a két monoklit rakjuk össze.
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Lássuk, így már látjuk ki a kis számot.
Crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Na, és akkor most irány a kulcsmásoló. High Street. Akkor csináltassunk ehhez
Hello, Mr.
ehhez is egy kulcsot. Hello.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Meg is van, illetve adjuk oda a doboz kekszet is a papagájnak.
It doesn't seem interested.
Illetve nem a papagájnak, hanem a gazdájának.
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Cserébe megkaptuk ezt a kekszet, ami szuper. Mehetünk vissza a múzeumba. Ugyanis, ami itt van az üveg mellett, ez a papagáj, ez egy riasztó papagáj, tehát hogyha most kinyitnánk a kulccsal az üveget, akkor elkezdene visítozni, hogy kinyitották az üveget, úgyhogy fizessük le őt, tereljük el a figyelmét ezzel a kekszel, és most már ki tudjuk nyitni a szemfedőt. Kapjuk el, el is húz magától gyorsan. Közben a mansionben.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Ezek itt tárgyalják a helyi politikai ügyeket. Nem ide akartam jönni, de mindegy. Voodoo Lady. Irány a Voodoo Lady. Ugyanis ugye az iPad-csel neki kell újra aktiválnia. Adjuk oda neki. Na.
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Szüksége van az 1000 tű harapására, ahhoz, hogy meg tudja csinálni. Hát nekünk van itt egy valami ilyesmi. Adjuk oda a húsevő növényt.
There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
Na, megvan az átszázás, és hát igazából megvan a map is, ugyanis 4 dolog is van nálunk, amit rá lehet rakni. Ez a fej, ugye itt látjátok elég olyan, mint egy mop, akkor a szivacs, a zsinór, és a stuffed animal, tehát ez a plüss állat is. Kipálom ezt.
I made him up. I think I'm ready to set sail.
Na, bármelyiket lehet használni. Lehet ezzel is szerezni egy achievementet, hogyha kimentitek a játékot, és akkor mindegyiket így külön ráteszitek, és akkor 4 féle moppot is lehet használni. Ja, úgyhogy mindegy, megvan minden, akkor mehetünk a dockba. Lecsák hajójához. Itt elmegyünk előtte, de beállunk ide hátra.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship.
És akkor itt vegyük fel az iPad-cset. De ne így. Jelentkezzünk.
Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay.
Tassuk meg neki a felmosónkat.
How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick. Shoddy stuffed animal. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Közben a Scum Barban.
Threepwood's on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what? You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Második rész, egy veszélyes utazás.
So once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank."
More or less.
The name's Gillen, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab. And I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here. You sleep here. You take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Can I leave the hold?
Can I leave the hold?
No!
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Well, I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is?
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
What's for dinner?
Oh, we'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty. But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
What if I need to, you know?
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though. I hate an unsightly ledge.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
No recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling, as if it was clean. Now, get to work.
Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
Na hát nem indult túl jól karrierünk a lecsák hajóján. Innen kell feldolgozni magunkat a csirkísértetek között. És egy ilyen figyelővel, egy ilyen főnökkel, mint Gallet. Na, és innen fogjuk folytatni. Köszönöm szépen a figyelmet. Nem sokára jövök a harmadik résszel a Return to Monkey Islandből. Úgyhogy nem menjetek túl messzire. Sziasztok!